Hi guys. On the 16th, the moon is going to go into Aries as a full moon, and this means big things for us. Basically, it's been a rapid year of deconstruction and completion. As the world moves into the final months of 2016, this year will go down in the history books as a tipping point of civilization collapse. In dysfunctional governments and corrupt banking financial systems, in toxic food, water, air supplies, and extreme weather and injustices against humanity. Just when you think it can't get any worse, we see the exposure of rampant racism, sexism, classism, bigotry, and religious fanaticism. The shadow side can no longer hide. Basically, big things are happening with the ego. And the ego is about I. Now, the third dimension is all about yourself. And the fifth dimension is all about we're one and we. So basically, you're going to have to make a shift. And this shift, a lot of people will see this because there's so much polarity as the sorting of good and evil, kind of like in the rapture. But really, what it comes down to is are you service of self or service to others? Because that's how we're really going to be sorted. I wanted to talk a little bit about, too, like addiction. Because a lot of us have faced addictions in this earthly realm. It's all around us. And the worst thing I can say about addiction is it makes you very service of self without even trying. So a lot of us are breaking free from these addictions, whatever they may be. It might be people, drugs, toxins of any kind, whatever it may be. We're breaking things, and we're getting rid of everything that isn't serving us. And that's a lot. Basically, you're seeing this paradigm crumble. And we're getting so close. We are shifting, and not everyone chose to wake up right now. Not everyone wants to. And this polarity is needed to learn. Basically, we're living in a world of duality in the third dimension and good and evil and these basic notions, but you're going to move past that. These notions are not real in the fifth dimension. They were just an illusion. That separateness that you chose to experience was an illusion. There is only one. We are all one. What you're seeing is a reflection of yourself and me, just like I'm seeing a reflection of myself and you. The universe is actually very complicated. It isn't so black and white, good and evil, bad or wrong, bad or right, whatever, right and wrong. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. These are human notions that we use to wrap our head around what is God. And I think that question is ultimately a lot bigger than our human minds can even comprehend. Basically, we're breaking down the ego. We're getting rid of I. We're realizing that we cannot survive if we continue to feed the ego and have our society based on our selfish needs. We need to look at us as a future. Just we. Like, there's no longer the I. There's no longer the feeding the ego for my selfish needs. There's only us. So, you really, if you are service of self, and you might consider yourself service to others, make sure that your motives are service to others, because it's really bad to be service of self. They will keep you ultimately trapped here. And the goal is to liberate yourself from this plane, because there are much higher dimensions to learn in. There's at least 12 dimensions, 12 densities, but I believe it's infinite. So raise up and raise your vibration. Love and light, guys.